we were in the final. That was unreal, and we were on the stadium when Mexico and Italy played, because it was the other semi-final.
Correct.
And we knew the winner will we play against in the final.
Correct. Yes.
And I really applauded for Mexico. I will admit that. Yes, I did. And it was a very hard match, and it is also shown in the film. There's a lot of dirty tricks, and Elena Schiavo was very, very, very special. Her behavior was in a way that I have never seen before, and the match was also stopped because there was a fight between players, and as I saw, it was the Italian players that were most aggressive.
You were in the stadium at that moment?
Yes, we were sitting among the crowds and looking on it, and then it happened something very special. We were sitting there we had, of course, our sports dress on, and when the match, the crowd around us nearly remarked us. They okay, that was a Danish team, but when the match was over, they realized, oh, Mexico are going to play against Denmark, and then the crowd around us turned around and applauded and cried, Mexico, Mexico, and we said, oh no.
Okay.
We said, let us run out in the bus, and then we very fast leave our seats and run to the bus, and outside the stadium there was a big crowd too, and they saw us in the bus, and they took their hands up on the windows, and then they cried again, and Mexico. But they were it was joy. We could see that it was not aggressive or nothing. They were only happy to see us, because now they knew that we had to play against them. So no bad feelings, absolutely not. But that was.
Yeah. So at that moment you felt, okay, we are going to play against the host.
Exactly. And then we knew that the crowd around will cry on their home team. Of course they will. And when we came back to the hotel, and in the night, the Mexican people, a lot of Mexican young boys, and drove around the hotel, sitting on the top of the cars with flags, and with a horn and crying around the hotel, and we couldn't sleep.
No, nothing, no.
And that was also they want to tell that you are going to play to Mexico. It will be a hard job for you, and then we were afraid that they will do the same the night before the final.
Okay.
And to be sure that we couldn't sleep, and then our trainer and the other guys who joined us, we contacted the Danish embassy, and then we were put out to the Danish families in the Mexico City the last night.
Ah, really?
Yes, we were. We were split up. split up, and two could live there, and one couldn't live there, and so on around Mexico. There was a Danish company or something who talked to the embassy, and then it was arranged.
So the day before the final, you were in the Danish family house.
Yeah.
No in the hotel.
Not in the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To make sure that we could sleep.
Of course.
Yes.
It was for all of you, so all the Denmark national
all the
team?
players. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, and you met in the stadium all together.
Yes. The day where we are going to play the final, we came back to the hotel.
Okay.
And then when we came on the ground on the Mexico on Azteca Stadium, it was a crowd so loud. You can't imagine.
No, I cannot imagine. It's true.
It is so you can't. I cried to the girl in front of me. Something I will say something. I cried. She couldn't hear me. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was so loud.
Wow. You feel confident that you can do it?
Yes, we talked about it, and the trainer had made a tactic. You had to play in this way and this way, and we all knew what to do, and that will give you some peace in your heart, and I know my job.
Okay.
And we have seen the match, and we have knew something about the Mexican players, and the Danish players. We are real tall.
Yeah.
And the Mexican players are not so tall. So we knew that, okay, we are perhaps a head higher than some of the Mexican players. So that, and we knew also that Mexico had won 2-1 against Italy. And the 2 goals for Mexican, that was penalty.
Correct.
So we knew, yes, okay. We really thought we could beat them. But we had also to beat the crowd around the stadium.
Of course.
Because it was very emotional for us to play in front of such many people. We were very excited, very much, and we have succeeded. We have won the match, and I have never tried that before. So we had to do something, and there was. I have another picture here.
Okay.
This picture.
Let me see. Yes.
It was very confusing when we got the trophy.
Why?
Because it was not as you see it today. When you see a World Cup, there is some a plateau where they come up and a platform and come up and have the trophy. But it was a very big crowd. The photographers and journalists and everyone was on the field.
Okay.
It was very, very crowded. And then in the middle of all that,
they gave you the trophy.
And she is not very tall, and nobody could see her. And then we said, we had to lift her up, and that is what we do in this picture there. We have to lift up so everybody can see her.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
It was
they
very
give.
confusing. Yeah.
So they give you the trophy in the middle of the field,
Yeah.
and that's it. And
And
then
that,
you have to run out of the stadium.
yeah, so then we ran around the stadium to every player had to have to touch this trophy, and then we ran around, and we the Mexican crowd, they were applauding us. They accepted that the best team won.
Okay, so no problem to
No
accept.
problem.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
Absolutely no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.